Well, hello everyone. Today I'm going to try to cover a tier 6 cruiser. Some of the guys are obviously at lower tiers and probably struggling or they have issues or some questions. So I'm going to try to cover as much as I can um, on how to play these cruisers. Basically, every cruiser at tier 6 is the same in terms of the tactics on how to play it. I mean, tier 7 game, which is not ideal. You're comfortable with the ship at tier 6, tier 5, tier 7. You can do okay in it. You want to stay away. Oh god, we've got two carriers again. You want to stay away from fast reload battleships like Scharnhorst that can wreck you quite easily. The Hook can penetrate you basically from any angle as well. Colorado also. Pretty much all of them. Even the Nagata, but the Nagata you can sort of dodge his shells a bit. But basically the golden rule, with any cruiser, this is any cruiser from tier 1, tier 2 to tier 6, they do change slightly. You get higher, everyone's pretty much different. So you want to stay with your fleet, you want to maximize your map, this map here, hit control, go negative or positive, plus or minus on your keyboard, makes it smaller or bigger, hit control, go plus, makes it bigger. If you take your mouse here, once again I hit control, see my mouse is free. When I hit control, click on that. You can highlight the guns firing range because we've got CVs in this game. The torpedo on the main battery is already highlighted for you. And your detectability bossy is already highlighted for you. So I don't really care about secondaries. Very unlikely all your secondaries in the ship. But before we do want to go C, so hopefully I can turn around in time before I'm detected. Try to give your team a bit of advice. C and B would be good. Although half these clowns never listen. But positioning with your fleet, very important. You want to stay grouped together, especially when there's a lot of carriers as there are in this game. And yeah, minimap. You want to stay out of detection range for as long as possible before you find yourself a comfortable spot you can start shooting from. And what carriers do we have? We have Saipan Independence. Alright. The Saipan may be a problem because he has very strong planes. Saipan, bit of a fuck up by Wargaming. It's a tier 7 premium that has tier 9 planes, so even though it has fewer of them, they are still very well armored planes, very strong planes. And I'm not in really immediate danger. As you can see, I'm running priority target. It tells me if anyone's firing me. At the moment it's 0. I'm just gonna test the beast for Ataka for as long as I can. Using my dry fire rate. And hopefully discourage him from defending that cap. Now I'm gonna try to see if I can go undetected, so let's think a bit closer. That Fortaka is still showing a bit of broadside, so I'm going to change to 8V. Fuck, I'm being detected again. I'm not targeted yet. But that doesn't necessarily mean that someone's not thinking of shooting me. I am now. They changed their mind. I'm going to see if I can punish him a bit with a few citadels there. There you go. There's two. And you can see aiming at the waterline. turning now. He's learning his lesson. And that was a good shooting at me. So now I've got to change back to HE. Now it's got a lot of shit to take on here. Maybe I'll like to take out the Berserker. But I might have to turn around soonish. And Destroyer's not doing much, he's doing fuck all actually. It's fine behind the island. Now I know there's a hood here. And obviously the Cleveland's there. But maybe we can sneak in a bit. There's also the Budyonny.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
We've got another potato team. Why not? Oh, he's gone. Start a fire on him, and he's dead. Now I'm going to try to stay angled. My team's doing fuck all. So, I don't want to, but I guess it's up to me. Try to use my detectability and try to cap. We need at least 2 caps. So I'm going to try to see if I can use this island. Hiding. So sometimes even if you're in a low ship, you have to take, you know, the bull by the horns. When you are ahead for quite a lot, it can sit back and snipe and farm a little bit of damage. But, you know, when she hits the fan, now I have a bit of cover on the left here. So I might be able to see, I should try just to cap first. And then as I hide behind this island, Budyonny's here. So I have to deal with him first. Shan Horse is also there, I don't want to take any fire from him. Budyonny's turning away, thank Christ. What I ideally want to do here is I'm trying to cap. So I can get a point advantage. It's not so important to farm a lot of damage, but capping is more important. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. That's good. And my guns are turning. I can concentrate on finishing up the Shan Horse. So now that we have 2 caps, we can. Our ship count is relatively the same. We can concentrate on taking down a few enemies. The best way to do that, especially in this ship, is to snipe a bit and set them on fire. Now I've got cover from the geyser now. Behind the island. He's not going to hit me. The Shan Horse is not concentrating on me. See how I'm always moving? Always moving. Always keeping an eye on the minimap. What are my threats? Keeping an eye on the planes. And not lucky to start any fires whatsoever, but I think he's dead. survived.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Now, looks like we'll have to finish off the Knights now. So you see, even if we were down at the start, we did the team thing. I try to cap, help my team win. If my team wins, I get more points, more XP points. That goes towards my next ship, which for you guys, if you're a tier 6, would be the tier 7 Shores, which is obviously a much better ship than this. Has better range, better fire chance. Okay, he's gone. So what I'll have to do is thread the needle here. I'm hoping the Nagato, because I'm using my concealment now of 11. Hit control in your ship, 11.2. To slide back in and see if we can farm a bit of damage off this hood. Hitting battleships with HE, starting fires, so that's what he would like to do. I'm angled, as you can see, towards the hood, so I can try to take a bit of a shot at the Nagato on my way there. Take a few shots at the hood. Now I'm going to focus fire these torpedo bombers. Try to help out my friendly Nagato there, because he is being targeted by the carrier. And this hood is persisting to keep coming this way, which is fine by me. Give the Budyonny something to think about here as well. Now it's time to make my turn. See, I'm turning when I know it's safe and he can't shoot me directly broadside. He slow down a bit. Set a fire on him. Some torpedoes coming my way. I cop one. So if anything, you want to cop only one. Well, they run out. I would have just copped one. So you always angle away from your torpedoes. If you're turning, he's already away, which in my case it was, or you meet him dead front. Because if you go towards the torpedoes and you straighten up towards them, you will only most likely cop one instead of copying the whole volley. So when you see torpedoes coming your way, don't go panic and turn away. You want to go towards them. So if the torpedoes are coming at me from behind this island and I was, let's say, facing this way, I would go towards them. Now that hood is going to die pretty soon. So is the Budyonny. And we have the advantage now. So now we can go hunting. Hopefully I kill that Budyonny now. And now we can try to get the kamikaze out of the picture.
Our victory is in sight.
And hopefully get one of these carriers to top up our little juicy score here. And secure the victory. Now the kamikaze has 7 kilometer torps, so it's good to know what you enemy ships are, what they do, and 5.4 concealment. So he's stalking me from behind that island. He will have a crack at me. There you go. That's his 2, 3. And he has a very fast reload. I think about 50 seconds. So even though he missed his first volley, I'm going to yellow a little bit. Make him think I'm going right. So for his next shot, he's going to aim at me over here. And now I'm going to turn. When you're facing a destroyer, there he is. You want to change your direction all the time. See, to keep him confused. And like I said, if you see the torps, always turn, go in the middle, cop one. So you only cop one on the nose, and that's it. Let's see if we can get this cheeky fucker. Like I said, you have about 50 seconds until he reloads again. That should give me enough time to kill him. He's turning again. Yeah, he's reloaded another shot. But because I am turning this time, you can see I managed to avoid his torps and kill him now with the fire. One more shot. There you go, and he's dead. Now all we have left is try to avoid some of these planes here. And Saipan is one of the most dangerous ones. See if we start a fire on him. That'd be nice. When you start a fire on a carrier, if he doesn't have a particular captain perk on it, it's almost impossible for him to start to reload his planes. Where's he going to go forward? Fire starter with this guy. And there you go, the game is over. So as you can see, nothing fantastic score-wise. You're not always going to have a breakable record and break all the records and etc. But you want to do the basics right. Once you get the basics right, you will quite easily get 70, 80, 100,000 in this very easily. Get up close and personal when you can. See, defending my caps. I assisted in the capture once. Obviously set a few fires. I did use AP when I could, and I killed a couple of ships. That's it team-wise. Coming third in the tier 7 games. Doing better than these battleships. Doing better than the carrier. Another 2 battleships, the Cleveland, the Hood tier 7 premium battleship. You know, it's not something to laugh about, so that's a reasonable effort there. Detail report. So let's show you a nice spread. Contribution there. And the credits. Being tier 6, it's a non-premium, so it doesn't pay much. Without the premium, you would have about 62, but that's fine. As long as you don't lose money, then that's okay. But this is the important bit, 5,828. So that is what I would appreciate more. The basic speed is good as well. That would go in towards my next ship. I already researched the next ship, but you know, the next ship would have been what is the shores? Not sure how much the shore was. I think it was about 70,000 XP to research to unlock the shores. So you know, getting 5,000, 6,000 a game on average will help you get there much quicker um, than if you lost, for example, and you get a measly 1,500 or 2,000. So as long as you get the basics right, you will do well in any tier 6. But just for this, I'm going through the modules. Main armaments mod 1. Like I mentioned before, main battery, because it turns so slow. I selected it on this slot as well. I could have used any of these, except for the secondary. Aiming system is good. Increases your accuracy. AA guns is also good, because as you see, you do get carriers in it. However, just to touch on this, it's the upgrades. I would definitely recommend you get the premium consumable list on this. So you got two options. That's the standard. Click on this, change it from doubloons, because that's obviously paying coin, to credits. Change it to that, put it on. The reason I'm saying it's 90 seconds wait time until the next one is available to put those fires out, whereas the premium is 60 seconds. Extra 30 seconds is life and death in this type of ship at this level. Uh, AA, I've selected a premium as well, but I'm not too fussed about that. That's situational, like I said, when carriers are in the game, which these days it's about 1 in every 3 games at tier 6. And spotting aircraft, I don't use that much. So, um, if you don't have a lot of credits, maybe just get the repair damage control party too. If you do have credits, like I see, I've got a bit of credit. I run that on all my ships, so I don't mind. Captain perks, what I would do, I wouldn't put a 19-point captain on this because I don't play it that often, but a 10-point captain on it will do quite well. Priority target, you want to know how many people are shooting at you. Like I saw, you saw me a few times in the game. I advanced, there were 3 or 4 ships heading my way, but I knew none of them focused me. When someone does aim at you, you'll get above your detected, you'll get a number like a 1 or a 2 or a 3, sometimes a 5, and that's what this perk does. Second one again, it's vital. I'll get expert marksman, again the turret traverse. Third perk, I would go for demolition expert to increase your fire chance. That's your bread and butter in the ship. Uh, Using AP is very situational. You have to get close and personal, like you saw with another cruiser, and you can hit battleships with it as well. But once again, that's also situational when you can do that. And lastly, I would definitely go concealment expert. My next one would be next 2 points be adrenaline rush, and if you do get to 19 and this point captain and decide to leave it on the ship, probably go with perhaps you could go vigilance, helps you spot torpedoes, incoming torpedoes quicker, or IFT, which increases the range of your AA defense. That would also be helpful as well. There are a few others as well. You can also choose high alert, which is minus 10% to the reload time of your damage control parties. Instead of the premium being 60 seconds, it will be 54 seconds. That's also very good to put fires out quicker, because you don't have a heal on this ship. Um, that's mainly for battleships, and that's mainly for destroyers. So yeah, uh, that's basically it on the tier 6 Budyonny. Wasn't a high damage game, but it does give you the basic understanding of what this ship does and what it's capable of doing. And even though, what was it, about 40 or 50,000 damage wasn't high. If you do get that on a regular basis and you get comfortable in the ship, you will see that you can quite easily get up to 100,000 as well. It's also very situational and uh, sometimes dependent on your team. But that's